Hello, Pauper people, and welcome back to presumably or possibly the last of the Geddon Preparation League videos with Wolves combo. That, of course, is just a tier 3, 4, 5, 1000 deck, so it has no real possibility to win, but I just enjoy it. So this list is an evolution of the previous ones, mostly made after the last weekend when we had the final championship for the Pauper week, and I met multiple of the new Blue Terror decks with four spike that actually prompt uh, significant changes in the list. So the significant changes are that we cannot avoid anymore to consider for spike. That actually is very effective against us in the terror strategy. So we need to be sure to resolve our early spells. This means we need to have enough land and in order to pay for the spike. This again means we want let's say around 14-15 lands, but we can cheat using 4 generous sands. So using 4 generous sands and 11 lands, I think this is the soft spot for this list. I tried 12 lands, but I was kind of flooding too much. So this seems to be okay. Then we have the same elf package as in the previous one. The same card draw package, meaning 2 Beast Rider Vanguards and 3 each of Winding Way and Lead. We do have only 2 Shield Ball Sentinels because they tend to be a little too slow. And the 61st card is actually the third Orochi, because I noticed we really need it, and it's incredibly powerful in combination with Priest of Titania. So the list is very similar to the previous ones, but with a slightly different way to approach some matchups, especially the MonoU Terror one. The sideboard is more or less frozen. We have 3 Avenging Hunters, which are key against mostly black decks, namely Jund and Gardens, and in general control decks like Jeskai Ephemerate of these kind of things. But they are in only for Jund and Gardens. Then we have 4 Masked Vandals that can be played thanks to the Elf synergy and the fact that we have 4 Ents and 1 Tinderbolt to sack, to try to slow down Affinity enough to win. There has been a huge surge in Affinity, Gardens, and Jund after the High Tide ban. And at the moment, Affinity is probably the most problematic for us because they have way too many artifact lands. So the only way we can try to win is to Vandal their red lands and hope to be fast enough to win. Then we have 2 Macabres, mostly against Wolf Spy. It's again a sort of a gamble. Against usual Wolf Spy lists, 1 key line is often on the draw to drift for a Macabre as a defensive spell. But in the last few days, a new set of lists have come out which have Haunting Misery in the sideboard. That is, of course, unaffected by the Macabre, so we'll see how it evolves. Of course, this has splash damage against other decks. Then we have 1 Mirror Shell Crab as usual, just in case up against the various decks, the blue decks in particular, and we still have a couple of Scattershot Archers that previously were there for Delver, Fairies, and Rakdos Madness, but now there is way less Delvers around, and to be honest, it's not so common to find the other two, so I'm not sure if they still have to be in 2 copies. Probably yes, though. So this is the list we're going to play. Basically, we can fight against everything. We have as very bad matchups, the worst one is Grixis. Then very hard ones are Snipe Red, uh, Jund, and Gardens. All of these three, though, they are probably something around 40% win rate for us, so slightly better than 1 in 3, which is a significant improvement with respect to what it was until a few weeks ago. I forgot to mention that against the red decks and many other ones like Elves, the life gain of choice for me at the moment is Essence Sword. It's really, really affecting with the Elf package. It gains a lot of life, is unchecked. And I, for the moment, prefer it to anything else. So that's all, and I think we can just go straight to the league. See you in match 1. Match 1 against Xitian. We are on the play and we start Paupergeddon. This end is okay. We put down the reapings. We will fetch at the end of opponent turn and then play the overdrawn. Let's see what. Okay. Oh man. This is most likely spy. And the problem is we have a very slow start. This might be spy playing Haunting Misery in the sideboard. Could be also the full mirror, but that would be really unexpected. So here we go 4. Okay, let's think. If we go to 4 defenders, we have the kill, but this means we need to get the other Shield Sentinel. Next turn we play it. Then we play something like Tinderwall, but we are 1 short. I still think this is probably the best we can do, because we cannot play anything now. So it's not spy, I think it's the real mirror. So it's the first time I play against the real mirror. We have the big advantage of having the Orochi, but unless okay, they also have it. So they, yeah, it depends on what they have. They could go for it next turn. Let's see what we draw. We draw another Tinderwall, another Quirion. So let's do the math. We play the Shield Sentinel for I think we go with the secret door. We play the Shield for Sentinel for second door. We untap. We replay the land. We play the Orochi, secret door, and we have 2 Orochi secret door. Okay, we play the land. We play the Orochi. We have 2 extra mana. We play the Quirion, we untap or go to 6, which is not enough. We just go normally. I mean, it's we just so why instead we play Orochi. These are 6. Yeah, I was just going inside my head for some reason. We just go normal way. We play another Quirion. We untap and go for it in the easiest way. I was for some reason thinking of weird lines that we could have done also with the Galvanic Alchemist, but this is definitely easier. Okay, they know we have the. So here we might bring in a miniature crab. We can do it, is relatively painless. We remove one general set. On the play, I think we might go back to the same configuration. Oh man, we get the miniature crab, which is anyhow in a hand that was not going to cut it because we would have been another ant way too slow to do anything. This one is also super bad. So we go to 5. We go to 4. We keep a so-so end on 4. That is going to be this 4 cards. I'm not sure if I mulligan too aggressively, but usually the mirror is just a race, and we really had bad. And here we go for maximum mana development, and we hope to get a good winding way that we don't. So this game is probably over. They also go for winding way, so we have a little bit of hope. They have almost everything. Why we have absolutely nothing. Here we just play everything, hoping they do not have enough mana to win. I'm not so sure. They play the Orochi, but if they don't have a drift, they might be short. If we play the Shield Sentinel, then they have 7 mana, but they cannot play the Orochi. Okay. So this is going to give us one turn where we needed to draw a card draw. Good card draw. Unless of course they have the drift. They freed. Okay, now they go. Or they have another query. So 5. So they have the freed. No. And they tapped wrong, because now even if they draw a Quirion, they cannot win. Oh, something happened. Magical line has encountered an error. The system will attempt to replay the last non-stable state. What does that mean? Okay. Is this going to replay? No, this is a new end. Weird. I never had that. This one is much better than before, so we were very lucky. The guy is also Italian, which is really unexpected. Well, for me, because probably he knows I'm Italian. So now they have a very slow hand, while instead we get a reasonably good one. Now I need to put the link to my channel so you guys will see me trying to find it. Let's see. Visualizzo il tuo canale. How do I copy the link? Condividi. Okay, we made it. Okay, they played. So here we just fetch a land. We just go Axebane. We really need we really need a Quirion. Let's give the guy also the Discord link. That, by the way, is in the video description. They played. Okay. We are just told me that it's quite a big red period for walls combo. I say that is noticing that. Okay, we do not have much going on here. So we play the Sarulik because it's free. And then we play our own lead. We might beat that next turn. Play this way just in case we draw some elf that will power up the priest. Uh, okay, so we do have this one. Then we cannot win. And we cannot even find an invoker. So I think we just we are one elf short. So what we can do, weirdly enough, is to play the alchemist on our elf. And then let's see what happens. Oh, now if they have the battlement, then I think it all depends if they have a second drift. Or a kill card. Okay. I'm not sure if this was the new one or the one they showed before. I think this is a new one. Yeah. 1-1 as expected. We were kind of close, but we could not deliver. But actually, it would have been interesting to see how the real game 2 was going to play out. With the one where we mulligan to 4, but actually we were in a better position. We go back to the full end configuration because we want to max. We are the aggressors here. And we do have a good hand. Basically one Quirion away from the win. We start with the Orochi. This is unfortunate. Let's see if they have lost the 1-drop. Please no Quirion. Okay. They also have quite a bit of Orochis. Okay, here I think we are close. We should be able to win next turn. Now if they have the turn 3, so be it. Okay. So their only possible interaction is a crab. So let's assume they have the crab. Okay, we cannot do anything actually because we have only exactly 7 mana. So we hope they don't have the crab. If they have the crab anyhow, we win next turn. Yeah. So we go for the drift and we win game match 1. Presumably. Yeah. So we are 1-0. Strangely enough, winning the mirror, which is something that I usually am not capable of doing. See you in match. Match 2 against the Bylos that has the same avatar as our previous opponent and is a friendly one. Hello, good luck, have fun. We are on the play and we have a turn 3 if they are not on red or anything with removal. Okay, these should be ours. This end is insane. So here we go. It's a pity we cannot play also the priest. But we never complain about a turn 3 kill. I think it's the first in many, many leagues where we draw the perfect hand, 7 cards. Actually, we needed only 6. And the opponent is not on infinite removal deck. Maybe now it will play a mountain or a swamp and I will be doomed. I think they are on spot. I can. No, these are just elves, normal ones. With okay, yeah. So we win game 1 thanks to being a luck suck. We even have the untap still available. So now it's just a matter of clicking fast, but also a matter of opponent of giving back priority fast enough. Okay. So we will need presumably to ramp a little. Oh man, we find immediately the thing. I think I go for the tuck. Presumably it's going to be slightly faster, chaining more things than doing the whole kill with only 1 mana per loop. I might be wrong. Already with 2 mana per loop it's very faster. I think we go with the 2 mana per loop. Oh, we have to. Okay. So now every 4 untap, so we do 3 damages. Hoping I don't misclick. This happened already once over the weekend. Okay, they concede. Okay, so pretty, yeah, a known game. Against Elves, we just side in the Essence Wardens. We need to cut a few of the slow cards. I think we cut one generous cent. Actually, we might cut card draw because might be too slow, but I'm not sure about it. Or we could cut the Shieldwall Sentinels. I'm not sure again, so we do 1 on 1. I want to have the full Orochi set up. This will be again a great end if we only had the land. Okay, Orochi is back. We put down one forest. We don't actually play the Quirion turn 1 because it will most likely help our opponent. We go Orochi turn 1. Then turn 2 we will go Overgrown. Turn 3 we will go presumably Axebane, possibly even with Quirion. Depends on what we draw, because we are 1 card away from the turn 4 kill. What we don't want to see as always is Priest of Titania and or, yeah, of course, immediately, and or a Timberwatch Elf. Okay, they have only 1 land, which is not super good news. Okay, so yes, next turn. Well, it will depend on yeah, what we draw. We don't necessarily need to play the Quirion. They have already a huge amount of mana. It is a Timberwatch. Oh, okay. Really needed to hope now that they don't have a huge card draw. Oh man, double Timberwatch. We might be dead. Basically, this is a turn 3 kill. Triple team. Okay, we are dead. Alright, so we had 1 ridiculous draw per side. Let's go to game 3. Twice the game was ended on turn 3 of the person on the play. Once again, no length. Okay, this is very good instead. We will put down 1 of the length actually. Because we will have the priest advantage. Now, I don't think elves play gut shots. But Beast Rider Vanguard with priest against elves is very, very good. If they have gut shots, we might instead be dead. It will be interesting. Well, I think it's very rare for them to actually kill turn 3 with respect to preparing to kill turn 3 like they did before. Okay, so now we start our elf part. By the way, we never... I think this is the full green version. I'm not sure. I didn't check, but yeah, we didn't see any birch lore. Oh, this could be another turn 3 kill if they play an elves and we draw a Drift of Phantasm or a lucky infinite mana. Oh, Rift Sower. I love Drift Sower. Okay, so this is even... Let's see, do we need these? Yes. Let's see. I think yes, I'm not sure. We might lose due to this choice. But we are putting down our land and we will be able to draw a card at the end of their turn if it's needed. That probably will be needed. Okay, they do have the birch lore. Okay, so now what we don't want to see, two birch lores is fine. Okay. Now, I was saying we don't want to see Quirion, but we do see Quirion. But Quirion and Timberwatch is fine because it will function only next turn. There is one unknown card in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 2 loops. Now, even if they have the Hydra, the only thing that could make them win is another card draw that finds Tuck Tuck. Okay. They could. I don't think they could have even possibly won with a huge Hydra if they had drawn another Quirion. So here we stop at the end of their turn because we need to draw 2 or 3 cards. There are 11 elves, 12, so 13. So we draw only 2 cards, but we do immediately because we only need the drift to win. And we find the Shieldwall Sentinel, that is drift. And we find disappointed in the rule. Next turn. Here we play an additional elf. Then we go Shieldwall Sentinel. We have, yeah, all drift for freed. and we do enchant the priest. Okay, so I think I misclicked. No, okay. So we start looking for another Freed or a kill card. Here it is. Okay. So both games were races. We had 2 turn 3 wins and now turn 4 on the play. And I was going to be dead next turn anyhow. To be noted that normal wars would have lost this one because we won exclusively on the back of Priest of Titania. So we are 2-0. See you in match 3. Match 3 on the draw against Double P, who is a known grinder. This is a good end, so we'll see what they are on. Let's hope it's Spy and not, yeah, this is a garden variant. So here we are going to try the priest, just in case they had something that is not a defile. Okay, we had fungal infection. They're looking for a land, they found it. This might not be a standard gardens though. No, yeah, maybe it is. Oh, I love the play speed. Definitely it is gardens. Here we must go Axebane even though they can defile it, because next turn this allows us overgrown into Winding Way. The thing is basically we need to overthrow them, or actually overthrow their remover. We have nothing. They have full gardens, I think. Good news is they need to discard 20 size. Okay, here we actually go Winding Way for mana efficiency. We got a good amount of defenders, but we miss the Orochi. They found the land. So here we do not have much going on, unfortunately. So I think we go we untap first. So that we can go Beast Rider Vanguard, draw something. The something is an Axebane, and we actually play the Axebane. Do we have crit threats? Yes. Now if they have also toxins, we are dead. Mhm. We should have the kill here. Okay, let's see. If we go for Freed, we still don't have mana to kill the crypt rats. If even if we go with Freed, if they kill us, we snuff out. We have 7, 10. No, yeah. If so, we go for Galvanic Alchemist. Okay. They hadn't F6'd, so I was fearing the interaction. So we won game 1 unexpectedly. Now against them, I think we want the Mirror Share Crab and the Avengers. So we go kind of beat down. We remove one of the Orochis. They might bring in Duresses, so we go down leads and one Tuck Tuck. So we want to have all the initial mana to try to speed up an Avenger, speed up an Avenger Hunter. Okay, mana wise, we are okay. Probably our Alpha will die. If it doesn't, we General Sent. I mean, these they are really into fungal infection. Yeah, we just General Sent here, and we pass the turn. Here a land would have been nice, but we must go Priest. Now the Priest is going to die. We have plenty of card draw. So this is the red version, the Jund version. We keep not drawing a land, but it's okay. they, what did they do? Suffocating fumes. I mean, the amount of removal they have is impossible for us to overcome, I think. Now we need the land. Okay, we keep drawing good cards. This is insane. Okay, we concede this one. This matchup is really, really hard. On the play, we might have some hope, but yeah, they are the old gardens, which is impossible. So we start again. Actually, I think we should have Malikan Descent, because I saw significant amount of mana, but we lack basically everything. And we only needed to go fast. So, mistake on my side. Let's see if we are lucky. Reasonably. Can we do anything? I think we go overgrown because they know about it. And it has additional toughness. The idea would have been to have Avenging until turn 3, but we are going to have it turn 4. And we have the combo for turn 5. So it's not too bad. They also have the files. So, okay, we know they don't have a snuff out. Do we lost well here? Yeah, why not? Oh, this is good. Wait, pot on the bottom, pot on the top. Draw. Okay, so if we go, we have 10, right? Yes. So here we are going for a Galvanic Alchemist. Oh no, we cannot. Yeah, we go for a Galvanic Alchemist. Because if they kill somehow. Okay. And we win against Gardens. Thanks to Avenging Hunters. And them not drawing for once the snuff out. Good. 3-0, beating a very, very hard matchup. Avenging Hunters really kind of solve the black matchups. Of course, we need luck, but I mean, they are bad matchups. See you in match 4. Match 5 against Tyrannicus MFs. We are on the play, and unfortunately, I played against them yesterday, and they were on Grixis. Actually, I lost 1-2, of course, to Kraken Shaman, so we have some hope, but I would have preferred something else. We have a very good end, so we might try to go game 1 full speed. With Axebane turn 2. Oh, wait. They are not on Grixis, so this might be MonoU Terror. MonoU Terror, now there are only two main versions. Uh, the one by Illuminati, that for us is worse, that doesn't play Delver and at 4 for spikes, and the one by, let's say, Discoveren, which is the more classical one with Delvers. We need to assume that this is the Illuminati version, and we cannot not play around for spike, so we just do Overgrown. They're probably cycling. Okay, Brainstorm, that's fine. This could also still be Mono Blue Fairies. That is way easier for us to deal with. But since we don't know, we just had to take. Okay, this is Terror. Let's see if they are okay. They weren't Brainstorm locked, but they have missed the land and they concede. Okay, the thing is we don't know which kind of terror this is, meaning that for sure we are bringing the Mirror Shell Crab, but we don't know if we need to bring both Scattershots. I think we bring in one just in case, because the Illuminati versions play so, two Murmuring Mystic, but that is a sort of long game one, so we have time to draw the Scattershot. Against them, we could suck one Tinderwall, one Tac, or one or more Silver Sentinel. These depends on the fact that they can bring in anti-1/1 cards, so there are Gutshots and Piracy Charm. They can bring in envelopes, they can bring in annuls, and they can bring in possibly additional things like Demon Feeder or so things like that. So we have a lot of 1/1s, so we don't care too much about it. Tinderwall is not something that we really need, but it's not bad. I want all the card draw. They might bring in Hydroblasts, even though it's very unlikely. So let's try. We remove one. No, we want the Tinderwall for the Tac, so just remove the two Shirble Sentinels and see what happens. So we try to minimize the envelope targets. Sorry, the null targets. That is, yeah, basically the typical sideboard plan. In case of Delvers, we will bring in the additional Scattershot, and I think in that case we remove one Orochi. This matchup we have the control. So the first thing is we need to resolve we have to have a solid mana base and resolve our mana creatures. So this is basically the reason I play this new version, which is kind of an old version, due to the 4 force spike deck. Okay, this is again is a good hand. It will be perfect if we draw an additional land. Okay, so now we immediately see if they have the force spike. They don't, apparently. I like this island, by the way. So now we might be able to actually play our Overgrown. I think we go safe. We go elf. And we attack. Let's see if they have additional self-mill. No, another brainstorm, which is good. We want them to waste real counter spells. Since we have so much card draw. Of course, if they are on the envelope plan, this might be an issue. So they again have the shuffle. Now we just play the overgrown. They might have the counter, that's fine. They do not. So we just attack with both. Ponder mental note. Discover annul. Okay, so they are on the annul, so we did the correct choice. Not playing. Now they see how many serpents they play. 1 and 2. Okay. These will allow us to do a lot of things. Which actually are not too many. We still don't know which version they are on, between the Delver one and the other one. Now, one thing they could play is Sleep of the Dead, tapping our 2 of our walls. If they do that, okay, they keep self-milling. There is the gut shot. For the moment, that could be any of the 2 versions. They have the dim, which is fine. We put it second. They have also the sleep, which is less fine. Okay, here we take 12. Now Aquarium would be so good. Also land is not bad. So we start with Winding Way. They had the envelope. So we now go for the lead. We miss, unfortunately. If they draw a land, we are dead, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay. Now we will. They have only 1 card, but they cannot tap both of us unless the last card in their hand is another sleep. They sleep less impactful one, which is okay. So of course we need to block 1. Now they have only 1 card in hand, which is another serpent. Okay. Now we need this lead. Wait. We need this lead to be good. Okay. Let's see. If I play in Bane and then I play the generous end, I'm dead. So I just go for the lead and okay, and we find everything. So we play this, we play this. Did we play already the land? No, okay, I was really scared. We go for the kill. Thanks to Orochi. Okay, this was a relatively tough one. But the plan worked, and Orochi is really, really important. So we win against Terror, and we will never know which version of Terror they were on. We are 4-0, so we play for the trophy. Match 5 against Memories, who is a fellow Italian player. They also played Wolves, but yesterday we met and they were also on Grixis. I will. They are on Grixis. We have a good hand. Again, we miss one card for a turn 3 kill. So now let's hope they don't kill the priest, and let's hope that we draw something. Actually, I had oh no, they have the Krark. Yeah. So our brilliant plans are already dead. And we concede because I would not play the matchup usually, but this end was a gamble. Yeah, okay. So we bring in the masked vandals. I think yeah, did I bring all of them in? Yeah, one went here for some reason. We need to go fast. We need all the. So we remove one lead. I think a couple Shirple Sentinels. I think one Tac. I'm not super sure about this. We mulligan. We mulligan again. Okay, this is good, but we do not have the. I need to put down 2. Okay, so that's easy. We do not have the proper cards to win. I'm hoping to find ants. They say that they play 4 Hydro when they play walls. I tried them, but they were not enough. This game is already over because we didn't draw something to kill their land, even though we still hope to draw it now. But we don't. So now we just hope they kill one of the overgrowth and that they don't have another red source. It's really improbable because then we need the card draw that we cut. They have the other red source. So this is totally impossible. Let's see if they have the Galt Blast. Yes. So at least this one went to plan, according to plan. We keep developing our board, but they have the red land, so I don't think we can do much. It would be nice if they don't have additional lands and they still kill the Axebane. It's not nice anymore. And then you see this is going to degenerate pretty soon. They are thinking what to do, eh? Here it is. And we finish 4-1, losing against the Karkan Shaman, which of course happens. Uh, it's well, it always happens. There is no solution to that card, so we just need to consider that we die to it, especially against Grixis, because Jund is much more manageable because they have less artifact length, so they are slightly slower, and we can go with the Avenger plan. Anyhow, we 4-1, playing some nice matches, and a useless one. And maybe in 6 months from now, Clark will be banned, but I'm not so sure about it anymore. So see you in next video. Thanks for watching, and I might have another video before Geddon, but I'm not sure. Ciao.